This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, welcome to a very unique Warm Pieces for me. Now usually I like to do things live, okay? And I wanted to do a live playthrough, but this arm has some ligament damage, so I know I'm going to be laid up for a few days, but I wanted to get this out. So I decided to combine and do kind of a review and do a playthrough, kind of combine it and actually tape it instead of doing it live, which I rather do things live, as you know. But I really love DVG games, and this is one that I really am excited to show you. And it's really fantastic. Of course, when you talk about Dan Versen games, you talk about David Thompson, who's been doing a lot of stuff for these guys and doing some amazing stuff. Here we have by Stealth and by Sea, which you can get at Miniature Market. That is, it actually came out the other day, and boy, you know, I started messing with this and I'm going, okay, Italian human torpedo attacks. How exciting could this be? I got news for you. This is a very exciting and very cool game. So we're going to go down to the table and take a look at this. I'm going to show you some things first off, and then we're going to have it set up. We're going to run through it a bit. Maybe skip ahead a bit, and then we'll come back, and not only will you get a feel for it, but we'll also talk to you about as far as what I think about this game, which you kind of figured it out already, but you know, I like to talk a little bit more about it. All right, let's go down to the table and check out another masterpiece from our friends over at Dan Versen Games. First of all, we're going to take a look at what you get with this. This is the very first map that you're going to be using. It's going to go off this card, La Spenza. Yeah, if I butcher it, what can I tell you? You're going to have 3 of these human torpedoes, the SLC-1, SLC-2, SLC-3. And you have a variance of cards that you can use in different types of divers for certain missions and stuff like that. Or you can take these guys on a campaign and see how far you can take them. Totally brilliant. This isn't the only board that you get. You get a few of these boards, and these boards are really, really just beautifully done, of course, by DVG. What do you expect? It's quality and great gameplay all the time. And I want to just show you, like, this is one. You're going to get 3 of them in total. This is Algiers. The one that we're starting with is Gibraltar, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then we have also here Alexandria. So you've got a whole bunch of different type of mission types. There is a beautiful campaign guide that really just brings this home for you. I mean, it really does. Just a bunch of different missions and how you're going to go through and possibly survive. Which, you know something, you're sitting on a torpedo and you're a frogman, and your chances of survival are not that great. The rule book, everything is just explained perfectly, done beautifully. David Thompson and everybody over at DVG just really do a phenomenal job. This is the first setup that we are actually going to be using. So what we're going to do is we are going to play through a couple of rounds. I'm going to show you what goes on, and then I'll give you my feelings on it and what I think about this game. So why don't we head over and start playing. Okay, so the beginning of this, the way this starts, everything is spelled out for you here perfectly by our good friends DVG, of course. You're going to go to a fall check phase. Now, before the game even started, because we are playing La Spenza, we're going to have a fatigue. We're going to start with 1 surge token. Now, we can use that for re-rolls or anything like that. And the next thing we had to do was perform 2 fall checks. Well, guess what? We performed those 2 fall checks, and somehow I made it through. I don't know how. So now the actual turn begins, and we start with yet another fall check. We had to do 2 fall checks on each one of these divers, which are set up here. So as you can see, we have SLC 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to begin with a fall check, and we're going to find out who's going to have to take the fall check to start our turn, and it's going to be 2. So we are going to be fall checking this group, SLC2. So we're going to turn over a card, and it's going to say Warhead fault, of course. Okay, we're going to do a repair check. Fail. Place this card next to the SLC sheet and place the Warhead token on it. Repair action. Place Warhead token back onto the SLC and discard this card. So that's how we're going to start off. I've got to roll a 6. Now, can I do it? Of course I can. Of course I can. Let's see how I make out. And, well, that's a 3. That's not going to do it. So what happens here is the Warhead is going to come over, and we are going to place that on here. And then we are going to move it that way. And just have it on there, and then on our turn we can do that. So the next thing is the SLC phase. Now there's a bunch of things that we can do, and they have this beautiful card that tells us all our actions. Okay, we can move, full move, okay, and either surface or submerged. Okay, we can surface, we can submerge, we can scuttle, we can attack. We can attach a warhead, we can repair, we can recover. That's really key there, is to recover anytime you get banged up. Evade nets. There's nets here that are going to block your way in. So the first thing that we're going to do is we start with each guy. And the way that you can do this, if I want a full move, okay, to get a success, I can use both my actions. You're allowed 2 actions per SLC. Okay. To guarantee it, you can just say, all right, this is, I'm going to do this, and I really need to do this. Or you can take a chance and split your actions, and there'll be a piloting role for everything that you want to try to accomplish. So pretty straightforward. Do you want to play safe, or do you want to get risky and hopefully evade detection and all those other fun things? Okay, so now we're going to take our SLC phase, and this is where we're going to do moves and all the other things that we're going to do. We can either stay surfaced or whatever. And it's also a time where we can repair. So SLC1, I'm going to use my full move. Okay, so a full move surface, you can move 3. If I am submerged, okay, which it, kind of is really good because it helps you not get detected. It adds to the cards because you're going to be pulling these cards, which we'll show you very soon. But I'm going to take a chance, and I'm just going to move my full 3. Boom. All right, we're taking chances here. After all, we're sitting on a torpedo in wetsuits. I mean, really, come on. All right. Number 2 is going to take their full action, okay? Their full 2 actions to repair. We're not going to take any chances. So this is going to go away, and we're going to have our warhead armed again. All right, so now we can get rid of this, okay? Again, I'm going to play it safe, and I'm just going to move 3 without taking any rolls. I'm not going to take any chances here. I really want to get forward, and I want to get in there and really cause some bedlam for sure. All right, so now we will move on to the harbor defense phase. Now this is where this is what DVG does, and they're really good at it, is they put everything in front of you so you keep everything contained. It's really amazing how well they do this. Okay, so we go in order down, and then that is the entire harbor phase. So the first thing that's going to happen here is searchlights. We're surfaced. We took a chance. So we're going to pull a card. If it goes over, they're going to be detected, and we would put one of these, and then there are 4 harbor patrol craft, and one of them would go right in front of it. Now, should we get detected, all right, it comes on exhausted. Okay, it just doesn't come on and start pile driving you. You have a chance to kind of shake things off. They spotted you, they see something over there, they want to come over and they're investigating it. Okay, so that's one thing to happen. Or we can just evade it, hopefully, with the whole thing. So now what we do is we draw one of these alert cards. Okay, so for SL1, on a 10 plus surface, we're seen. We're not. We drew a 7. Which is really kind of cool because it's a lot better than drawing cards. I didn't think I would like this, but I like this very, very much. All right, SL2. Did you get seen? No, you were fine. And SL3. No, safe. That's what we like. Underwater dive team. Now for this, these are going to change with boards, and also they have cards that you're going to be able to lay on here, and they're going to change this. So it's never the same. It depends on missions. And another brilliant thing that happens with this game. So the replayability is through the roof. All right, so the next thing, patrol craft response. Okay, well, there are none because we are not detected, okay? Okay, so that first phase, like I said, was the searchlights. And what the searchlights are going to do is possibly have you detected, but no patrol ships. What it does is it makes it easier for the patrol defense system, all right, the patrol craft response, to find you. Okay, so what's going to happen if you're surfaced? You need a +9, but if you were surfaced and detected, a 7 plus will draw a ship to you. Just like I said, you would have this already on you, but then the patrol ship would come and say hi in a like I said, exhausted point of view. But right now we're not detected, so we're surfaced. We need 9 pluses. Uh-oh. All right, SL1's fine. SL2 is fine. SL3 is fine. So we made this through with little or no problem, believe it or not, which is kind of unheard of. So now it would be responses if they were submerged. Now submerged, remember what I told you, if you're submerged, you're going to have a higher value. Since we resolved everything here, the patrol craft response surfaced, there's also one that's submerged and it's harder to detect. And then we would have a chance, if they were out of range, that they would move randomly. Then the patrol craft would attack, and then anti-torpedo net. Well, yeah, we've got to try to get through that, so we would have to do a check to try to get through that. So now that we've done that and that's finished, then we move up to our cleanup phase. Okay, if we had anything on here that we needed to remove, or any other things that were outstanding, we would do that now. But then we go right back to our full. So we're going to skip a few turns ahead, and nothing good has happened, as you can see. Historically, this was an utter failure. So you have in the back of the book it actually shows you, and it gives you a, let's just get here, some victory conditions. Okay, what you would get, well, that's for campaigns, so we just want to skip ahead here, and here we go. So if you get only 3 points, it's a loss. 4 to 6 is considered a draw. 7 to 10, and you've got to try to sync all this stuff, and yeah, good luck with that. Okay, I'll take a draw anytime if we can just get one of these guys out, which we have SL1 right there. But we're starting right off at the beginning of the turn with our fault check, and let's see what happens here. That's going to be 2, who's already in trouble as it is. Okay, right here. He's trying to make it up. He got detected. Well, things go bad, as they always do. All right, warhead failure. Oh, no. So now he would lose his warhead. Not the greatest thing that can happen. Let's see if we can keep our warhead. No, we do not. And unfortunately, once again, this guy seems to be losing his warhead quite a bit during this entire thing. You got to roll well, boy. And everything can go wrong. It just seems like everything seems to fail, from wetsuits and all that other stuff. Now, we're going to go to our turn, and here's where we're going to start off. Because the next thing we're going to do is SL3. SLC phase. Now, we're going to start with this guy here. He's right there. All he needs to do is to get that warhead detached. Now, can he do it? We would need a 4, okay? Or we could just go for it and say, yeah, let's just detach it and try to blow this ship up. That would be great for us. Well, I think the best thing to do is try to roll for it. Okay, we're going to try to attach it. We're going to try to detach it and then attach it to this ship. So we need a 4. Oh, that's cocked. No, that's a complete fail. So failed his first action. The second action, well, what do we do there, right? What do we do? I'll tell you what. I think we don't even try. What we should have done is just detached it, but we went for it, and that's what happens. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to move here. We're submerged, but we're detected. We're going to try to move, and a full move would be 2. Now, honestly, if we can do this, this would be, well, if there's a detection token on submerged, we can move 2 spaces. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to remove it. There we go. And we're going to go right underneath. And we're going to do the same thing for 3 here. We're going to get right up in there. And we're going to take that thing. We're still submerged. But boy, we got a lot of problems right here, folks. A lot of problems here. And it's just not going the way we had hoped. So now we would go to our harbor defense phase. Now this is where it really changes. It gets really interesting. Okay, we're not detected. Okay, so now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through the we're submerged, so we need 11 plus to get caught. So let's see if we do get caught. 9, no, does not. Okay, no, does not, and no, does not. Now it's patrol. Now this is where it gets interesting, because now the patrol craft, we're submerged on all 3 here. Okay, I'm in the harbor, so if I get a 9, I'm going to be detected. So submerged, detected. No, thank God we're not. Okay, good, we beat that. Then the second one here, let's see if we get detected. We're submerged and not detected. Okay, we were able to survive that. And then submerged and not detected, and we were okay there. Now, normally we would go patrol craft movements, but guess what? Guess what? Here's where it gets really bad here. Okay, we've taken some hits over there. These craft, because they're right there, they're going to move right on top of us. Okay, boom. We didn't get detected by anything else. Now we're going to get attacked. Okay, we're submerged, so if we get a 10 plus, we are going to get sunk, and we can't have that. 6, no, we're all right. 8, no, we're all right. Whew, that was close. All right, we're almost to the anti-torpedo netting. That might help us, but we have to get through that, and that is a whole different story. So now we just went through that phase. Any cleanup phase, nothing there. So now we would go back to our fault check phase, and let's see if we can do this time. Oh no, it's the guy that we need too. And oh, battery default. It's a repair check. On 1 he has, oh yeah, well, do we use one of our stamina here? I mean, do we use one of our things to add to it? No, we just got to go for it and pray that we can get the battery to work. And 4, no, that's not going to do it. So our battery, we cannot move. Well, that's okay, because we don't want to move. Okay, what we want to do is get that detached and do what we need to do there. All right, not the greatest thing in the world, but we can repair it. It can be repaired. So what we can do this turn is actually repair it with we do have a repair action. And I think that's the way we would go about it. Is now it's our turn, and now we're in the SLC phase. For 2, hey, you might as well go for it. Veritable repair. Repair check is determined by the repair check listed on your fault card. Well, for success, we're just going to take both our actions, and we're going to repair that battery. Okay? We're going to repair that battery. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little further and see how we make out, because obviously we're not going to be doing very, very, very well. Change direction. Well, boy, oh boy, we got to get out of there because we've got nothing but trouble here. Alright, we're going to finish out this turn, and then we're going to see if we can get this done. Alright, so we went about 2 turns ahead, and as you can see, we were right on top of this, and I was able to use both my successions. We went through our fault card, and we were able to get through it. We still haven't been able to repair the Warhead, even though we're in there and we want to get it done. But now we're in our SSL phase, and right here I'm going to use 2 successes to attach the Warhead, and what that's going to do is that's going to blow this completely to Kingdom Come. Okay, so we were able to get that done. Now that we've done that, okay, we're going to wait, and then we will scuttle our ship. But now that kind of makes us, we're detected, because the minute we blew that up, I believe that we automatically are surfaced and detected. So we've got to be careful on our next turn. Next, these guys are going to try to move, but they are really banged up. And actually, and of course, I forgot to remove both of them. We already cannot move because of fault checks that we've had a problem. So we can't move. We have everybody on top of us, and that's going to be pretty much the end of our phase. We're going to try to repair that battery. To repair the battery, well, I'll tell you what, we are just going to definitely repair both our batteries so we can move again. So we're going to do that for that. We're going to use both actions for that and pray that we can get some cards where we can survive, or else well, we can't. We have to roll for it. Oof. +1 to repair. All right, let's see if we can repair. No, we fail. No, we fail. So both batteries are still not, and we cannot move. So now we're going to go to our next phase, which is the harbor defense phase. Okay, searchlights. Well, they're going to see if they can see him, especially after he blew up just about everything there. I was wrong. He stays submerged even though he blew up that ship. Now it's going to go to the harbor defense, and we're going to check. He is submerged. No, he was fine. We did the spotlight check. Now we're doing the patrol, and he was able to. He's submerged in the harbor, and would need a 9+. These guys are now detected. They are surfaced. This can't be good. They both have wounds on them. So what's going to happen? We're going to start with SL2. Oh, that's a 10. Detected. And let's find out. That's SL3, SL2, just outside the harbor. Oh, no. That's still going to do him wrong. That's still going to do him wrong. And he's going to take... he is spotted yet again, so we're going to go... Poof. Okay, and then the next guy. Ugh. That's going to kill him, do us wrong there. And we're detected on top of it. So it's just a mess for these two sets of divers. Okay, so now we would move down to movement, but I'll tell you honestly, everybody's just, well, these guys come on exhausted, but they already got 2 ships on them. So we're going to come down to the attack. Oh boy, come on, you guys got to survive. Oh no. So we would have to remove the lowest cards, but that is going to be an additional hit there, And what that's going to do is that, unfortunately, our guys in SL2 have been captured and they're out of the game. Let's hope that we can survive this. At least get over. No. No. Again. Captured. Crushed. Destroyed. And that's going to end the game for them. So now that they've done that, we've already gone through the netting, we would go back to the fault phase. The only one that could check a fault, of course, is SLC1, who is pretty much fine. All they want to do is scuttle their thing. So a fault, it really isn't going to do anything for it. 11, wait a minute, hold on, we would go here. Wetsuit fault, there you go, repair check. And we would have to get a 5 on his wetsuit, but that's not going to mean anything. Well, here's what would happen. Unfortunately, he would have to check his stamina at 5. Wow, bad luck. And can't even pass that. Just all in all, just a bad moment here for them. Now, what we're going to do on our turn is we're going to scuttle that. And we're going to use both actions to scuttle. And what that's going to do is get us off the board. We're going to sink this so we would get an actual victory point, which would cause us to have a draw because we get 4 points. The ship value, oh no, 5. Oh, this was a 5. Excuse me. And 1 is 6. Oh, I wonder what we would end up with. So we lost the whole thing. There would be one more turn. They would come near us, but we would try to escape, and if we didn't, we would be captured. But still, 5 points. 5 points. Let's take a look what 5 points would get us. Probably a handshake at the end of this. 5 points? No, it's still a draw. Even if we got the extra point, 6, it would still be a draw. So it's actually better than how it turned out historically. But this is a fantastic, fantastic experience. So I hope you understand some of the finer points. I may have goofed up a thing here or there, but I hope you get a real good feel of what is a phenomenal experience. So we're going to go up top and we're going to talk a little bit about this and close this out. And the first time doing something a little bit more unique. Now, I may have goofed up a few things there. The one thing that I was thinking about is I didn't show you that how far the timer had advanced. Okay, we were about 6 turns in, and we ran into quite a bit of trouble. It's not easy, okay, and that's what makes this game glorious. Is it wasn't easy for the Italian frogmen to begin with. Okay, they were facing insurmountable odds, and the whole thing was to try to get things scuttled so they didn't know what they were doing. You know, how are they getting into this harbor with these torpedoes? And they would sink these things to the bottom and hopefully escape capture, which was the most important thing, whether they failed or succeeded. Really just an interesting premise. The game plays beautifully and smoothly, and like I said, I may have goofed a few things, but for the most part, 90% of it I got right. I love this. This is another DVG masterpiece, and David Thompson is on such a roll, creating such incredible games with such unique subjects. You know, it's not Stalingrad for the 50th time. You know, even when he did a Stalingrad game, it was about a particular thing. You know, Pavlov's House, which was another incredible game by him. All these games are beautiful. They play wonderfully solo, and they also play wonderfully with people. And I highly suggest you get this at Miniature Market. This is a game that you will not be disappointed in. Like I said, we'll be back to doing live plays sooner than later. The problem is the fatigue that I have in the arm because of the torn muscle, and until I have to take like breaks, or else it really gets, it feels like you just lifted, you know, curled like 200 pounds, you know, 10 times. You know, your arm feels like jelly. So I'm getting there. I'm getting better, and we'll get back to live plays. But I'm going to try to perfect these a little bit better, so we really cover some unique subjects and stuff like that. This, I'm telling you right now, by Stealth and by Sea, you will not be disappointed. Go pick this up. I'm telling you, whether you are a war gamer or just a board gamer, you will love this game. This game is fantastic. Dan Version Games, tip of the hat to you. David Thompson, you're brilliant as always, and definitely check this out. A lot of great people behind this game, and if I don't mention you, I'm sorry, but please take a bow, because this is another fantastic experience from Dan Version Games. They don't make bad games, plain and simple. All right, until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.